how to recall a favorite book that you have read, its title and the author. Sometimes we get so absorbed in a wonderful story and we would like to recommend this book to a friend, and we start thinking, what is the name? I can't remember the name of the book, but it had a green cover, and the author, I think the author's name it had a G in it, or it started with, I can't remember, but it was such a good book. How frustrating for that friend who cannot get hold of a copy of that book because you haven't been able to recall the author or the title of the book. Well, here are some tips on helping you to remember a wonderful book that you've read and to be able to share the author as well as the title so that that person can go and hunt it down either on Amazon or in a bookstore or a secondhand bookshop. Here we go. I normally like to approach a book that I'm going to read in this way. I first settle down with a cup of coffee, cup of tea, depending on the weather, a glass of wine. But I settle down with a book and I have a look at the book cover. And I see, oh, this is green, okay. And I have a look at the name of the author, Greg Iles. Here's the author, Greg Iles. Iles, I see a picture of an island. So I am now thinking about this book as an unopened present, an unopened present. I'm going to sort of shake it, have a look at it, take a guess, get a feel for the book, take a guess as to what's inside it. And here we go with the author, Greg Iles. As I said, Greg Iles reminds me of island, okay? Iles, an isle. Okay, and then I have a look at the title, and it's called Dead Sleep. Have a look at it carefully. Right, so now I think, what could be inside here? Dead Sleep, that's the name. Now I ask questions. Before I get into the book, I start to ask questions and I think, what or where or why or who? Who's dead? Who is asleep? What is dead sleep about? And how do people look when they are dead, maybe? And who are the people that are sleeping? Then I have a look at the general illustration here. And it looks like a paintbrush here. And looks like, paint, a blob of paint. And a smudge of a brush, a paintbrush there. Okay, might have to do with art. Okay, nice and green. I wonder why it's all green. So I can ask myself these questions. And if I ask good questions, it prepares me for the inside of the book. I can open up the cover, the sleeve here, and I can get to know the author. Oh no, here is a whole little peep into the story. And I think it's like a trailer. So we get to meet the main characters here. And the main characters' names are here. How many times have we forgotten the main character's name? So we can get to meet the main character's name, the main character here, as well as maybe the location. And we've got a little peep into the whole story, which prepares us very nicely. Some people don't like to read it, others people do. I do not ever read the end of the story. That is verboten. It is not allowed if you're reading a story. But if you want to delve into it and see what's written, just dive into it and see if it's written in the first person. If it's, say, if it's I, then it's a first person. If it's third person, it's he, she, or it, as well as see what tense it is, past tense, continuous tense, okay? And then you can also, maybe at the back of the book, let's see if we've got any interesting details about the author. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There's his name again. Greg Iles. All right, Greg Iles. So here it tells us all about him, where he lives, what he's done, and a few more titles of his books, so that if you've enjoyed this one, when you return to the source of books that you like, you will be able to recall the author and have a look for more of his books, and not take out the same book or borrow the same book that you've read over here. So we keep on going back to the questions, and as we start to read, we get and we find some answers. So I hope you've enjoyed these tips. If you have enjoyed these tips, can you share your experience with me? And can you press the like button down below? And please subscribe to my channel. Till next time. Happy reading.